afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, December 20th, 2018. We have a lot going on here in this country, and we're pretty much all over the planet that I think a lot of people aren't really truly aware of, and it's all good. So there's no negatives in it. It's a process that has been discussed for quite some time, on and off, over the I'd say, quite a few years, and it is coming into fruition, so to speak. And when we look at the impact that we're all making on this planet and in the very fabric of the universe, it's showing up in a lot of places. We continue to grow, and we will, constantly expand to see how to put it, a high frequency with humanity, a sustained higher frequency with humanity, so that not just a few, but many. Our prime directive, our prime goal, is to have the majority of humanity in meditation, which means in peace. Because when you enter meditation, you go into peace. That's why some people fall asleep, because they become so relaxed, which is a good thing. There's different ways that people, unbeknownst to them, meditate. And some people, I've seen it happen, they fall asleep. I've done that. I've fallen asleep in meditation, because you become so relaxed and so in peace that you really don't have any cares or concerns or stresses of this dank matrix. So what we do is that we react or respond differently. Some people might get a little lightheaded. Other people feel literally like they're floating. And the joy and the peace, the joy and the experience of the peace, is where we're all looking to be in peace. And then when you're in peace, you can kind of step out of the hustle bustle, all the things in the physical world that are going on, and just view it all. And that's what I do. I step outside of the physical world and I view it all, watch it. And it gives you such a different perspective of who you are, what you're doing, how you're doing it. And this it inevitably assists you on your journey, on your path. And the way to assist you is that you realize that it is all contrived. It doesn't serve you. It does not serve you well. And therefore, you look at it from the perspective of saying, I really don't care to participate in that. That doesn't do me any goodness at all. And the expansion of your knowledge catapults you to a much higher frequency, because your attachments in the physical begin to disintegrate. When I'm talking about attachments, I'm talking about the material world. And again, I emphasize there's nothing wrong with having things at all, enjoying life. But the point of it is to know thyself. we all understand that we continue to ascend, that we continue to elevate our frequencies from all avenues. And we've moved more and more, and I've had many letters stating to me that they don't get angry anymore. Yeah, they get a little miffed on occasion, but not anything big like they used to. They're not looking at existence from a disruptive perspective. They're looking at it in a peaceful way. They're going more into peace within themselves and a much deeper understanding of who they are. It's phenomenal for humanity to be stepping into that light and to choosing on its own to pick the higher path and to be involved and connected to the higher path, which is higher vibrational frequency, which is ascension into fifth dimension and beyond. When we do this, all of the stuff that used to bog us down and frighten us or cause fear or stress, it eliminates, it disintegrates. It no longer has any kind of a hook or a hold. You know, it's just, its impact is lost. It doesn't have any. And as these thoughts continue to come in, which they always do, we just don't look at them the way we used to. We address them, we embrace them, we give them love, but they just fade out. They don't pull or yank or gnaw at us anymore, like they used to, like we used to have, where we would become distressed, frightened, fearful, worried, anxiety. And we've all been there. And so when we embrace ourselves, literally, we begin to realize more and more how important our relationship is with ourselves. It is the temperature gauge for everything that we navigate on this planet. It is always how we view ourselves. What's our relationship with ourselves, with our higher self, with our spirit? Every one of us are deep eternal love. And I will emphasize that continuously, because what that means is that with deep eternal love, what makes it up is joy, bliss, prosperity, happiness, abundance, wonderful health, wealth, all of it, tranquility, calmness, without ego. Remember, the ego is asleep. And you're the master of the mind, and you work from the heart mind, not the mind mind. So you step outside yourself and you view yourself, and you see what the physical form is engaged with. And you become enlightened. You become more advanced, much more knowledgeable, much more comprehending of how you navigate the physical world. So, in today's meditation, navigation, you're navigating by viewing. You're the spectator. You're watching your physical self maneuver and navigate the physical life, the physical existence. See, this is how, when you become connected with your higher self in a deep love, you're able to assist greatly how your physical self navigates this matrix, what it's doing, how it's responding, right? Because remember, your higher self is light energy. It does not get angry, or destructive, or all of those things. Those are all physical attachments, things that we are, if you will, blessed with in this physical world, that come with the physical body. So there's a separation there. So I try to clarify the separation of the physical you and the spiritual you. So doesn't it make sense to be able to view your physical you from your higher self's perspective, and to make, and it's a key importance with your relationship with the physical and spiritual on how well you're able to get assistance from your God spark, your higher self, your spirit, your soul. So if you will, go to a place where you will not be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are there. And as I talk, relax. And this is so crucial as you relax. Don't worry about falling asleep. Don't worry about not doing it right, because you're right. However you join us, you're right. There's no wrong. So your participation, you feel everyone. You feel all the spirits on this line, all the spirits that are connected via other lines. You feel the connection with your brothers and sisters. This is a very, very, very high frequency energy. And when you connect on this call, you're being immersed in the golden ocean of all that there is, of Prime Source Creator God. When you come to these meditations, you're coming home, your true home. So you just relax, and you just let everything that does not serve you in the highest way, in the highest vibrational frequency, you don't need it. You don't care to have it, so you just let it go. Send it deep eternal love and say, I have no need for you whatsoever. Be gone. So says the I am that I am. So then, as you relax, you're going to want to breathe through your nose and out through your mouth. And you want to, as you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And you're going to want to, as I talk, and as this breathing, you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and as you're breathing in, you're breathing in divine, positive energy. And what does this mean? It means that you're taking in higher vibrational frequencies that are harmonizing with your own energy field and uplifting it, which means intensifying the frequency, increasing it step by step, so that it's a soft, loving elevation for your energy field. So as you breathe in, you're breathing in contentment. You're a master navigator of the physical life, which means that you gear yourself and direct yourself towards, from your higher self, towards benevolent actions, towards deep, eternal, loving actions, towards unselfish actions, towards non-judgment, towards non-criticism, non-critical. For it isn't our place to judge one another, as we are perfect, made in the image of all creation. That's our higher self in these bodies. As we breathe in peace, quiet, tranquility. Along with that comes a wonderful bliss and happiness and prosperity, goodness, shall be. And as you do this, you're literally lifting the weight that you've been dragging with you in the last 24 hours. And you eliminate it, because the mind always wants to refill you with more obstructions, along with the ego, which you see to is asleep. You fold into yourself through your heart-mind, which is just down where the clavicle meets, the two bones there below the neck. And you fold in. And as you go in deep, and you go up, and you go in deeper, and you go up, and you go in deeper and up, you immediately find yourself totally flowing with these wonderful energies, all uplifting, covering you, saturating you, flooding you inside and out, both etherically and physically. And as you experience this, you can feel your frequency increasing. And we're talking about the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love. We're talking about the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. We're talking about the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the white fire. You feel all of these energies encapsulating you, protecting you, nurturing you, embracing you, filling you full of deep eternal love, supercharging you. See, when you plug into more deep eternal love, of which you are, it is absolutely blissful. I believe it's beyond samadhi. And as you do this, as you literally elevate and increase your frequency, the only thing that can penetrate that field is more deep eternal love. All of us are in that sphere. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle and we begin to effortlessly float up like a cloud in the sky. Quietly, firmly, strongly, up, 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 up. As we do this, we call upon all of the light beings in all dimensions, all universes, all existences, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels, all orders of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. And we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of inner earth, all of hollow earth, all the benevolent beings on this planet of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all the ascended masters, El Moria, Saint Germain, Gaia, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Maitreya, Buddha, El Moria, all of the ascended masters of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of our loved ones in this life that have passed over, and in all lives that we have had, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the light being forms, holding forms of the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, earth, wind, crown chakra all the way through the center core of our physical being and etherical. We feel this energy of the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, the emerald green healing flaming light of Archangel Raphael, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the white fire. We feel all of this, housing all of our meditations in perpetual motion. The strength, the power, the omnipotence of this sphere is astronomical and grows every single second in deep eternal love, prosperity, guidance, navigation for all existence on this planet and solar system and galaxy and universes. We feel a warm fountain rain flooding from our tops of our heads or our crown chakra through and saturating our physical and our spiritual, etherical existence, our being. We feel empowered. We experience an empowerment of a higher frequency, of knowing, of navigating our physical self out and up from this three-dimensional negative vibrational frequencies at this time. We become imbued with perfect clarity and direct navigation into the path of enlightenment, up into the higher frequencies to the fifth dimension. And that's just the beginning. We notice as we continue to elevate ourselves, as we continue to float up, we realize that many of the dankness and the heaviness that we create through our minds are falling away because we keep going up. And these energies these frequencies cannot exist in higher frequencies. They are completely overwhelmed and they are completely dispersed. No chance of holding any attachments. The higher we can increase our frequencies, the less we have any disruptions of lower frequencies. The hate, the anger, the fear, the pain, we feel it flood away from us. We're imbued with the deepest of eternal loves from our creation, Prime Source Creator God. We share this with all of the inhabitants and life on this planet, in it and on it. As we take a breath and we exhale it out of all of this positive that we have been given, we share it with all of our brothers and sisters, all of those who are asleep, all of those who are just waking and clearing their eyes, all of life, all inhabitants at this time. So says the I am that I am. So shall it be. I will join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. throughout the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the next morning.